In a grand hall far from Earth, the Galactic Council gathered. It was a huge room filled with alien leaders from different planets. Bright lights shone down on them as they took their seats. The mood was serious. They were discussing something strange that had come to their attention. An ambassador from a distant planet stood up. "We have new reports about humans from Earth," he said. "They are immune to sunlight. Other species can get hurt by it, but not them." A murmur went through the room. Many council members looked surprised. "What does this mean?" asked a tall alien with green skin and 3 eyes. "Could they be a threat to us?" Another member, a small, furry creature, jumped in. "We should study them. They might have special powers." Some nodded in agreement while others looked worried. They thought humans were just a weak species living on a small planet. But now they had to rethink everything. The leader of the council, a wise and ancient being named Zorath, raised a hand to silence the crowd. "We must be careful," he said. "If humans are indeed immune to sunlight, they may be stronger than we thought." A cold, sharp voice cut through the air. It belonged to a fierce-looking alien called Vrax. "We cannot ignore this. We should send a team to Earth and find out the truth. We cannot let them become a threat to the galaxy." His words stirred fear among the council members. Zorath nodded thoughtfully. "Very well. We will send a team, but we must approach this with caution. We need to understand who these humans are before we act." The council members began to talk amongst themselves, suggesting who should go on the mission. Scientists and diplomats were chosen. They were excited but also nervous. What would they find on Earth? Would the humans welcome them or attack them? Meanwhile, on Earth, a young scientist named Mia was in her laboratory, working late into the night. She had spent years studying human biology and had always been fascinated by how her species adapted to different environments. When she received news of the Galactic Council's interest, she was both excited and scared. "What do they want with us?" she wondered. "Are they here to help, or are they a danger?" She knew humans had survived many threats throughout history, but this felt different. This was a powerful council of aliens who had traveled the stars. Days later, the delegation arrived on Earth. Their spaceship landed softly in a vast open field. Mia was among the crowd that gathered to see the newcomers. The spaceship was enormous and shiny, glowing under the sunlight. As the doors opened, a group of aliens stepped out. They looked very different from humans. Some were tall and thin, while others were short and round. Each alien had unique features like bright colors and strange shapes. The crowd gasped, both fascinated and frightened. The aliens approached with caution. One of them, a tall blue-skinned alien with big eyes, spoke first. "We come in peace. We want to learn about your kind." The crowd remained silent, unsure of how to respond. Mia stepped forward, her heart pounding. "I can help you," she said bravely. "I study humans and their biology. I can show you what we know." The blue-skinned alien nodded. "We would appreciate your assistance." The crowd started to relax, feeling a bit more at ease. Maybe these aliens were not a threat after all. As Mia began to explain human resilience to sunlight, she noticed the aliens were very curious. They asked many questions, eager to learn. With each answer, Mia felt a bond forming between her and the aliens. Little did they know this was just the beginning of an incredible journey. The Galactic Council was not only interested in humans for their strange immunity, but also for the strength and creativity they possessed. The aliens and humans were on the edge of a new discovery. What would happen next? Would they become friends or enemies? Only time would tell, and the adventure was just beginning. The Galactic Council's decision was made. A team of scientists and diplomats would travel to Earth to learn more about humans. The news spread quickly among the council members. Excitement buzzed in the air, mixed with a touch of fear. What would they find on this distant planet? The team gathered in a large room filled with maps and screens showing Earth. Zorath, the council leader, stood at the front. "We have a great mission ahead of us," he said. "We must understand the humans and their strange ability to survive sunlight. This knowledge is important for our galaxy." A young scientist named Lyra was chosen to lead the group. She was curious and brave, eager to explore. As she looked at the screens displaying Earth's colorful landscapes, she felt a sense of wonder. "We need to be careful when we arrive. Humans may not trust us right away," she reminded everyone. After final preparations, the team boarded their sleek spaceship. It was big and fast, built for long journeys through space. As the engines roared to life, the crew felt the excitement rise. They were about to visit a new world, a place full of mysteries and unknowns. The journey through space was beautiful. Stars twinkled like diamonds and colorful planets passed by. The team watched in awe, each member filled with thoughts of what awaited them on Earth. They discussed their plans, sharing ideas on how to approach the humans. Lyra encouraged everyone to keep an open mind. Let's learn from them, not just study them. They might surprise us, she said. After a few days of travel, the spaceship entered Earth's atmosphere. The crew watched as they descended through the clouds. The blue oceans and green forests of Earth came into view, a stunning sight. "Prepare for landing!" Lyra called out. The spaceship touched down gently in a vast field surrounded by trees. The team stepped outside, feeling the warm sun on their skin. They took a moment to breathe in the fresh air, filled with the scent of grass and flowers. It felt different from their home planets, and they were eager to explore. A crowd of humans gathered at a safe distance, their faces filled with curiosity and apprehension. They watched the aliens with wide eyes. The team noticed that the humans looked both fascinated and scared. Lyra understood their feelings. "We must show them we come in peace," she whispered to her team. The aliens approached the humans slowly, hands raised in a gesture of friendship. "We are here to learn about you," Lyra said, her voice calm and friendly. "We mean no harm." Mia, the young scientist who had first met the aliens, stepped forward from the crowd. "I will help you," she called out, her heart racing. "I study humans and our biology. Please let me show you who we are." Lyra smiled, relieved to see a friendly face. "Thank you. We need your help to understand your people better." As the team began to interact with the humans, they quickly realized that language was a challenge. But with Mia's help, they used simple words and gestures to communicate. The aliens showed the humans their advanced technology, and the humans shared stories about their lives on Earth. Mia introduced the aliens to her friends and family. They were all amazed by the aliens' appearance and their incredible stories from space. As they exchanged information, the tension began to fade. Laughter and smiles started to fill the air, creating a warm atmosphere. Meanwhile, the aliens observed humans closely. They were surprised by how creative and resilient humans were. They learned about human inventions, art, and culture. Each story shared made the bond stronger, as both sides began to understand and appreciate each other. As the sun began to set, painting the sky with vibrant colors, Lyra gathered her team. "Today was a success," she said. "We have made new friends. Let's continue to learn and explore together." The humans cheered, feeling hopeful about this new relationship. The aliens and humans were on the brink of something special, a friendship that could change both their worlds. The adventure had only just begun, and each day promised new discoveries and deeper connections. What would they find out about each other next? Only time would tell. As days passed, the team of aliens and humans spent more time together, forging a bond that was growing stronger with each moment. Lyra, the alien scientist, and Mia, the young human scientist, became close friends. They shared their knowledge and experiences, eager to learn from one another. One sunny morning, Lyra gathered the aliens to discuss their observations about humans. "We have seen how resourceful and inventive they are," she said, her eyes shining with excitement. "Let's learn more about their biology and their way of life." The team decided to visit a nearby city where humans lived. They wanted to see how humans adapted to their environment. As they arrived, the hustle and bustle of the city amazed them. Tall buildings reached for the sky, and the streets were filled with people. The sounds of laughter, chatter, and music filled the air, creating a vibrant atmosphere. Mia led the way, showing the aliens around. She pointed out the various aspects of human life. "This is a market," she explained, as they walked past colorful stalls filled with fruits, vegetables, and crafts. Humans enjoy sharing food and goods with each other. The aliens observed how humans interacted. They saw people helping one another, sharing stories, and celebrating together. This was different from what the aliens had expected. They had thought humans would be selfish or fearful of them, but they were warm and friendly. Next, they visited a park filled with trees and flowers. Children played on swings, and families picnicked on the grass. "Look at how happy they are," Lyra said, smiling. "They find joy in simple things." Mia nodded. Humans value relationships and experiences. They connect with nature and each other in ways that are beautiful. As they walked through the park, Lyra noticed something surprising. "Why do humans smile and laugh so much?" she asked, puzzled. Mia explained, "Smiling and laughter are ways humans express happiness. It helps us feel connected and understood. Lyra made a note in her datapad. The aliens were fascinated by these small but powerful gestures. After the park, they headed to a laboratory where humans conducted scientific experiments. Mia introduced the aliens to her colleagues, who were eager to meet their new friends. The aliens marveled at the humans' inventions, from simple tools to complex machines. Lyra asked questions about their research. "How do you create such amazing technology?" she inquired. A human scientist replied, "We learn by experimenting and trying new things. Failure is just part of the process." The aliens found this concept intriguing. They realized that humans had a unique ability to adapt and learn from mistakes. Later, they visited a school where children were learning. The aliens watched as the kids eagerly raised their hands to answer questions. The joy of learning was clear on their faces. "They are so curious," Lyra said, amazed. "They want to know everything." Mia smiled. "Humans are naturally curious. We ask questions and seek answers. It drives us to explore the world and the universe." The day ended with a gathering where humans shared their stories and traditions. They told tales of adventure, love, and loss. The aliens listened intently, moved by the depth of human experiences. Lyra realized that humans were not just resilient, but also deeply emotional. "They feel love, joy, sadness, and fear just like we do," she said softly to Mia. "We are more alike than I ever imagined." As the sun set, casting a warm glow over the gathering, Mia and Lyra sat together, reflecting on the day. "This is just the beginning," Mia said. "We have so much to learn from each other." Lyra nodded in agreement. "Yes, understanding each other is the first step to building a strong friendship. We must continue to explore and share our knowledge." The bond between humans and aliens was growing stronger every day. They had learned valuable lessons about each other, but there was still much to discover. The excitement of their journey filled the air, and both sides were eager for what the future would hold. They felt that together, they could unlock new possibilities and explore the universe hand in hand. Just as the bond between humans and aliens deepened, a crisis struck Earth. It began with strange weather patterns that surprised everyone. One morning, the sky turned dark and heavy, and strong winds began to blow. The ground trembled as a powerful storm approached. Lyra and her team were in a lab, studying human technology when the alarms started ringing. The loud noises echoed through the building, causing panic among the scientists. Mia rushed in, her face pale. "We need to evacuate! A severe storm is coming." Lyra felt a wave of fear wash over her. "What should we do?" she asked, looking to Mia for guidance. "Follow me!" Mia shouted, leading the team outside. The wind howled and rain began to fall heavily. The streets were chaotic, with people running for shelter. The aliens watched in shock as humans worked together to help one another. They saw families guiding their children to safety, neighbors assisting each other, and emergency services springing into action. "Look at them!" Lyra exclaimed. "They are so brave," Mia nodded. When a crisis hits, humans unite. They face challenges together. As they reached a nearby building, the group found a safe space inside. People were crowding in, seeking shelter from the storm. Lyra and her team quickly realized that many humans were scared. They could see the worry on their faces. Lyra took a deep breath. "We must help them," she said firmly. "Let's provide support and comfort." With Mia's help, the aliens began to organize a plan. They set up a small area for people to sit and calm down. The aliens used their technology to create a barrier against the storm, ensuring the shelter remained safe. As the winds howled outside, Lyra and Mia walked around, checking on everyone. They offered water and snacks, doing their best to ease the tension. Lyra noticed a young girl sitting alone, tears streaming down her face. She knelt down beside her. "Are you okay?" The girl looked up, her eyes wide. "I'm scared. What if the storm doesn't stop?" Lyra felt her heart ache. "It's okay to feel scared, but you are safe here with us. We will protect you," she reassured her, gently holding the girl's hand. Meanwhile, Mia spoke to the crowd, sharing information about the storm. "This weather is unusual, but our scientists are working hard to understand it. We will get through this together," she promised, her voice steady and comforting. As the storm raged outside, the team worked tirelessly. They listened to the stories of the people, offering comfort and companionship. Slowly, the atmosphere began to change. Laughter replaced fear as humans and aliens shared jokes and tales to lighten the mood. Hours passed, and the storm finally began to weaken. The winds died down and the rain turned to a gentle drizzle. As people ventured outside, they were met with a scene of destruction. Trees were down and debris covered the streets. But the spirit of the humans remained strong. Lyra stepped outside with Mia, taking in the devastation. "We need to help clean up," she said, determination in her eyes. Mia agreed. "Yes, together we can make a difference. Let's show them that we care." The aliens and humans quickly joined forces. They began to clear the streets, helping each other with heavy debris and fallen branches. Lyra used her advanced technology to lift heavy objects, while Mia and her friends showed the aliens how to work together efficiently. As they labored side by side, a sense of unity blossomed. The storm had brought them closer, and the aliens realized that humans had an incredible strength. They were resilient and caring, qualities that made them remarkable beings. By evening, the streets were cleaner and the mood was hopeful. People gathered to thank the aliens for their help. "You saved us today," one man said, shaking Lyra's hand. "We appreciate your support." Lyra smiled, feeling a sense of belonging. "We are all in this together. We are friends now, and friends help each other." As the sun set, casting a warm glow over the city, Lyra and Mia stood together, watching the community come alive again. "We've learned so much from each other," Lyra said softly. "Yes," Mia replied. "And this crisis only made our bond stronger. We can face anything together." With renewed hope, they looked toward the future. The storm had tested them, but it also showed them the power of unity, friendship, and understanding. They knew that whatever challenges lay ahead, they would face them together. The storm had passed, but its impact lingered. The city was recovering, and the bond between humans and aliens had strengthened like never before. Lyra, Mia, and their friends worked tirelessly to help rebuild the community, and in the process, they created lasting friendships. As the days turned into weeks, the team organized more gatherings. They hosted events where humans and aliens could share their cultures, stories, and laughter. One sunny afternoon, they held a picnic in the park, bringing together families from both sides. Lyra watched with joy as children played games, their laughter echoing through the trees. Mia joined her, carrying a basket filled with food. "Look at them," Mia said, her eyes sparkling. "They are so happy." Lyra smiled back. "Yes, it is beautiful to see. We have all come so far together." As they set up the picnic, Lyra decided to share a traditional dish from her home planet. "I want to introduce them to my favorite food," she said excitedly. She prepared a colorful salad made with alien fruits and vegetables, bursting with bright colors and unusual shapes. Mia helped her arrange the food on a table, her face full of curiosity. "What does it taste like?" she asked, eager to try something new. "It has a sweet and tangy flavor. You will love it," Lyra replied, her enthusiasm infectious. When the picnic began, everyone gathered around the tables filled with food. Mia introduced Lyra's dish to the group. "This is from Lyra's home. Let's all try it together." The humans hesitated at first, unsure of the strange colors and textures. But Lyra encouraged them with a smile. "It's safe. You will enjoy it." Slowly they took bites, and soon laughter erupted as they discovered the unique flavors. "This is amazing," shouted a young boy, his eyes wide with surprise. "Can I have more?" As the picnic continued, Lyra and Mia noticed something special happening. People were mingling, sharing stories, and even teaching each other new skills. A group of children began to teach Lyra and Mia a human game called tag. The aliens were confused at first, but soon they were running and laughing with the kids, joining in the fun. As the sun began to set, casting a golden hue over the park, Mia gathered everyone around. "Let's share our stories," she said, her voice filled with excitement. "We all have something unique to offer." One by one, people began to share their experiences. An alien named Zoran spoke about the beauty of his planet, describing mountains that reached the stars. A human grandmother shared tales of her childhood, filled with adventures in the countryside. Laughter and applause filled the air as everyone listened, captivated by each story. Lyra took her turn, sharing her own story about the first time she saw Earth. "I was amazed by the colors, the sounds, and the warmth of your sun," she said, her eyes shining. "I knew right away that I wanted to learn more about humans." The audience listened intently, and when she finished, they erupted into cheers. Mia felt a surge of pride for her friend. "We are all different, but we are also the same," Mia said. "Our hearts beat for friendship." As the night fell, they lit lanterns, watching them float into the sky like stars. Lyra and Mia stood together, surrounded by their new friends. "This is what I hoped for," Lyra said softly. "A true connection." "Yes," Mia agreed. "We have created a community. We have overcome fear and misunderstandings. We are united." In the days that followed, the friendship between humans and aliens continued to grow. They worked together on projects, learning from one another and sharing knowledge. The aliens brought their advanced technology to help improve life on Earth, while humans shared their creativity and resilience. Soon, the Galactic Council recognized the friendship and collaboration between the two species. They decided to send a message of peace throughout the galaxy, showing that unity and understanding could overcome differences. As the news spread, other planets expressed interest in visiting Earth. Lyra and Mia were excited at the thought of meeting new friends. "This is just the beginning," Lyra said, looking at the stars. "We will explore the universe together." Mia nodded, her heart full of hope. "And we will continue to learn from each other. Together, we can create a brighter future." That night, as they gazed up at the stars, Lyra and Mia knew that they had formed a bond that would last a lifetime. Their friendship had blossomed, proving that love, understanding, and kindness could bridge even the widest gaps between worlds. They looked forward to the adventures ahead, ready to face anything together. With each passing day, they knew they were not just friends, but family, united in their journey through the universe.